I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I've been in my bag going crazy. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I've been in my bag going crazy. Bitch, I'm not.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia some more. I think a little higher. I think a little higher.
What's up? So we got back another video. It's your boy P Digital 21. I just want to say we're back to my channel. And also, how you guys doing? I just want to say, if you're happy and you're sad, then my stamps bring you joy. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Be posted share to all social media platforms. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell for future videos. And also, get the P Digital Gang merchandise at teespring.com/PDigitalMildassGang. And I have a promo code too, welcome 25 in all caps, and the number 25. And you have to get 2 items for that code to exit. Okay, so for our next reaction, we have Threeyearold wakes up at her own funeral and then later dies. Alright, so I hope this is not age restricted, or this is not like no, I hope it is age restricted so that like y'all can still like view the video, because like I don't have time for no block, no copyright claim and all that. Like just age restrict and be on your way. It's like seriously. Alright, and it's about 3 minutes long, so let's check it out.
To the Factor Uncensored, a family. And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored, a family taken through the ringer. It was a nightmare. Just imagine this. After a 3-year-old wakes up at her own funeral. This happened in Mexico. Camila Roxana Martinez Mendoza's family says doctors initially declared she died from a stomach infection. Once her mother noticed she was breathing inside of her coffin, she was rushed to the hospital, but doctors couldn't save her. Here's a medical explanation for that strangeness.
So this is called it's a delayed return of spontaneous cardiac activity. This is after someone has been pronounced dead. Usually it happens in the hospital. There are definitely cases where the CPR is ended, the doctors and staff are writing their notes, and then somebody notices the patient's eyes are open or the patient is still breathing, and everybody rushes in the room and we restart CPR. So it's definitely strange and a very rare occurrence for it to happen later. But again, it reminds you of the story of Lazarus, where he was brought to life or came back to life 4 days after he had been dead.
Yeah, because it's like she said that usually happens in hospitals. So it probably like when it was time for them like to like make the time of death, like, and like it probably like took some time like for her like I would say like system like to break down, but then like it restarted itself and then it broke down again. Like seriously. Like it took all that time like during her funeral to wake her back up. And then when they brought her back to the hospital, like it was like nonsense. She's actually dead. It's like it's like having an initial death and then having no have no not initial no yeah initial death and then having I would say um a restart to bring back that death again. Like I hope that makes logic, that makes sense, but like I guess
And of course, this is in Mexico. And for the child to come back to life during the funeral clearly means there was no embalming process.
That's true. That's true. In different traditions, I assume have their way of preparing bodies. And so I really, I'm not sure what we can. I can definitely kind of speak to is why or how this could happen. This can be caused by a hyperinflation or when you're pumping air into the lungs during CPR in efforts to push air into the lungs. That air can actually stop some of the blood flow that you're trying to get to the heart from getting there. And so when you now decide, okay, this is not working, we're going to pronounce this child dead or person dead, that air is now getting out of the body and now blood flow is allowed to come back to the heart and then the heart can start and kick back. Again, very rare, not something that happens very often. In fact, there are probably maybe, 50 cases actually reported in medical literature.
yeah, so why do they I'm sorry because like she was talking really fast but it's like why like do they always report the time of death like I would say like quickly, like early, like they don't like do everything like that they could possibly do like to save that little girl life, and then they could say okay like she's actually like dead, like they do it like they do it too early like in my case.
Literature in all time.
Now, do you think there was a possibility of ever saving her if she came back, or was this just a rare occurrence?
Definitely, actually, just looking into this case, definitely there have been cases where when this does happen and there is a delayed return of cardiac activity, a third of these patients, if they're in the right setting, obviously, can actually survive. Now, the other, percentage.
That's crazy, son. Like I'm sorry, come on, but that's crazy, son. Like that little girl, son, 3 years old. Like she only matters like to have 3 years to her name, son. It's like you be seeing like all these like people that pass away in their lifestyle, like Betty White, um, I'm trying to think of somebody else, Queen Elizabeth, um. Let me see who else. Like I'm only trying to name like the people that had like the longest of years. Like they managed to live that long. Like and then it's compared to the people that had only like a short time. Where you have let me see what's his name, like PNB Rock, or you have my nigga Coolio, or you have that other rapper. I think that passed away at 24 years. And it's like also like with the whole thing that happened to what was his name? I'm trying to think. He got shot like 8 times, and then like he got shot like 8 times in Jersey, and the hospital managed to like save his life. It's like they have like different like natural causes that happen to these people, and the hospital like there's so many hospitals that could like actually save you, but you just have to go to a right hospital, because it's like if you go to a wrong, your time is up. Like that's if you go to a wrong hospital, then your time is up. But if you go to the right one, because it's just a lot, son. Like seriously, like you couldn't save this 3 year old, like, because I feel like hospitals like they only do a certain amount of help. Like they don't do like everything that they can, because they have so many patients that they have to like tend to. But it's like, yo, every patient counts, because if you let that person die on your count, son, you could I feel like I think I've seen something about like them losing their license, like I'm sorry, of them losing their license, and it's like I think you could also get sued. Like you like somebody could bring you to like to court for losing like their family member on negative accounts and whatnot.
Will not. Some of them will have permanent brain damage or brain from just a prolonged reduction of blood flow to their brain. However, it does matter where it happened, where the patient was. Obviously not. She wasn't in a hospital setting.
I can't even tell like because I see Mickey, yeah, I see Minnie Mouse, and I see Woody. Did they take this funeral like at Disney World or something? Because why would Woody and Minnie Mouse like be in the background?
When she had this return of spontaneous activity, cardiac activity, brain activity, everything happened at the funeral, which was, I don't know how many days after she had been pronounced dead, with no medical care or medications or anything to try to make sure adequate blood flow was going to her lungs, her brains, and vital organs.
And Dr. Akia Tor, I think they said it was maybe a day later that they had the funeral after she was pronounced. But just a bizarre story out of Mexico.
That was fast as it. Wait, what? Like funerals take time, because that's what I said. Like I seen Minnie Mouse and Woody like in the background, so they really had the funeral a day later. Like a funeral takes time, like to do, like maybe a week later, or maybe a couple of days, but it don't take a whole day. Like these families was trying to do it fast as hell. Like you can't just do a funeral. You need time like to bring her to a right funeral home so that she could rest, and then she could like rest in peace and whatnot. Like these family was like, yo, she dead? Okay, let's have the funeral a day later. So, like let's not take the time like to like grieve, to like get like the whole family together, find a right like resting home like she could be in. Like let's just do a day later, like with just us two, or just like people just close family that we know that are around us, and then we're gonna do it a day later. Like it wasn't planned. Like seriously, like you can't just have her funeral a day later. You need time to plan. You need time to grieve. You need time just to like make sure that everything's right for like her passing, her wake, and all that. Like that that's insane, son. Like seriously. And that's very young age. Like that. She only had 3 years. Like no, she basically only had 2 years. Like that. Like 2 years to herself. And as a newborn or a baby, you don't really know about your childhood, like your early childhood. Like I don't know like what I was doing when I was one. I don't know what I was doing when I was two. I don't know what I was doing when I was three. I was a baby, son. Like seriously. Like you don't really have a clear image on like what was going on in your early years. So when you have like these like I would say permanent 3 years, like it's like nah, son, like you don't have no memories, like like seriously, like no like actual like memories you could stick by, like so that people could remind you of. But look, let me know like what you guys thought about 3-year-old wakes up at her own funeral a day later and later dies. Like seriously, like that family really wanted her like to go to a resting place. Like they didn't want to grieve. They didn't want to like plan. They didn't want to talk. They didn't want to do anything. Like seriously, they wanted to just like have the funeral and get over with it. Like I said, that's really in my perspective that they were doing. They wanted to get over with the damn funerals. Like seriously, that's not how like that's not like a good direction you're supposed to go about. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. And then also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell for future videos. And it's your boy P Digital 21 signing off, and every peace again.
Bitches, we keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots. You